I didn't know that 127th trimester abortions were allowed, but if they were, the Orioles would be an example of one. I think that this was the guy that had Peter Angelos break the narrative and throw shitloads of money at. They are paying him $21 million to do this. Is it any wonder why Jim Palmer threw him into an open fire on live television? Of course he's hurt by it. Nobody wants to have reality rubbed in their faces, but here's a reality that needs to be. He's not even halfway into this contract.
Two records set at Camden Yards last night. Both were something the team would have rather avoided. Chris Davis now holds the Major League Baseball record for longest hitless streak, going without a hit in his last 49 at-bats, dating back to last year. Davis lined out to left field in the bottom of the fifth inning for the record-breaking out. He also lined out and struck out twice on the night, and he did it in front of a record-setting audience. Last night, there were 6,585 people in attendance. That's the lowest for any game at Camden Yards, in which fans were admitted to the stadium, according to the Baltimore Sun's John Mioli.
But it's not just him. Most of their top guys have blown up in their faces. Mark Trumbo had an outstanding bounce-back season with the club a few years ago. He gets a Hardy extension and goes back to being a strikeout magnet who still can't play defense. Jonathan Scope had an all-star caliber year last season. You know what happens if I'm talking about him. He gets injured and proceeds to regress dramatically to the point where you have to question whether or not they tender him in the offseason. That rock-solid closer Zach Britton, injured. Hasn't played a game until mid-June. Speaking of injuries, Darren O'Day has had a ton of them too. And then there's that grand old pitching core. There's Kevin Gossman getting owned on the base paths by Mookie Betts because of a predictable windup. And there's Chris Tillman, once a beacon of light for the organization. And he sucks. Remember that they added to it in the offseason with Andrew Kashner and Alex Cobb. Somehow, unsurprisingly, they have sucked both life and money out of the organization. Why would anyone watch this? This team is a zombie. They merely drift around aimlessly, grasping at anything that comes near them. Nothing is being done. Nobody is being held accountable. They just reminisce about 1983 and call it a day. Just chuck the goddamn team into the Chesapeake and be done with it.
Garrett, that'll be to the shallow right fielder and an error.
You just can't play that deep. Not on a wet field.
Severino behind home plate tosses away the mask, and the ball falls. He doesn't make the play.
High fly, twisting down the line. Smith on the run, long run, lunges, and he dropped the ball in fair ground. That's a fair ball. Down to second base Benintendi, and he pulls up. Smith could not hang on, and the Red Sox benefit.
Morales hits a two-out ground ball off Wade Miley, and Jonathan Scope commits an error on the play, and that allows the inning to continue.
The pitch, and a ground ball hit to the right side, backhanded by the first baseman Nunez. Flips to his pitcher, but a bad throw gets away, and the run will score. Dahl races.
Bosch at second, Peralta at first, two down. Throw back behind the runner that goes into center field. Bosch gets up, he's going to third, and Jones will fire back to the middle of the infield.
Ground ball off the glove of Chris Davis.
Up the middle, could be two, but a boot, and everybody is safe still.
This ball grounded to the right side and bobbled out there.
Right-handed hitters has really punished left-handed pitching. Bouncer left side. And the ball dropped. And everyone's safe. And now here comes Buxton home. He'll score the second run on the play.
Infield has to play deep.
And a ground ball between third and short, and everybody's safe. It scoots into the outfield. Martin will score. And the Blue Jays find a way to walk it off here in the bottom of the 10th.
With a good secondary lead at second base. And now they got the pickoff play, and they threw the ball away, and Bonifacio's going to third. Here is the throw, and it gets away again, and here comes Bonifacio to score. An absolutely miserable defensive inning for the Baltimore Orioles in this third.
Left field. Caught by Lowe. Pedroia now is coming home as the throw gets away, and the Red Sox win it.
And Chapman hits it hard, and it kicks away from Richie Martin. That'll be an error. Run comes in to score.
and it's now 8-2. It's a 4-run.
Alonso, 2-0 Sox. The 2-strike pitch on the ground. That's a fair ball. Booted by the first baseman and the second baseman. The throw dropped it at first. Everybody's safe.
You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
I love the smell of queef in the morning. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What?
The Yankees breaking records against the Orioles. The Orioles could be, and I know that statistically and in the standings, they're not the worst team in baseball, and I haven't seen as much of the Tigers as I've seen of the Orioles because the Yankees play the Orioles a ton. This could be the worst baseball team I've ever seen in my life. The Yankees have just set a record for home runs against an opponent. I mean, we're talking the history of baseball. On that list, the 1956 Redlegs were on that list. You've got the Orioles outfielders bouncing off the wall, tripping over themselves. And then yesterday, they took it to a new level where the manager and a $100 million player were fighting in the dugout, and they had to be separated. They are a joke. They should fold. They should take them out of the league until they get their crap together because it's an embarrassment. And it's just unbelievable. They are a complete punchline.
It is. It's
the
bad.
Baltimore Orioles are a punchline. And then how about Chris Davis and Brandon Hyde in the dugout? How does the manager and Chris Davis, at this point of the season where you would think that everybody would just be shot with how bad that they've been, they're fighting. I mean, he had to be held back from punching his own manager in the dugout. If I was an Oriole fan, man, I'd stop being an Oriole fan.
But this is what losing does to you, man.
Oh,
and makes it makes people crazy, and people get upset, and they start fighting. I don't know really what the reason was. I didn't read about it this morning, but I'm sure it has something to do with either Chris Davis's lackadaisical play or the fact that Chris Davis says we suck, and maybe even have something to do with the comments that Brandon Hyde had after yesterday's game about his team and about how we can't compete with these guys and all this other stuff.
Oh,
You never know. I know he's right, but I'm just saying, there's certain things that I guess the truth hurts, really. And Davis has been horrific.
Yeah. Don't you just let those two duke it out? If you're in that clubhouse and in that dugout, just let them get it all
Maybe they
out.
did in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
You can't have it happen in the dugout.
If you're in there, you're a leader of that team, and Chris Davis wants to punch the manager and wants to fight him, just let him fight.
I got to believe that Chris Davis realizes what's going on about himself.
Sure.
I mean, and to get, involved with the manager after, it's one thing if he's hitting 330.
What is he
he's
about,
got
140, 150?
He's got 35 home runs and 65 RBIs or something.
He's probably the worst player in the league. I mean,
right, for the amount of money he's getting paid, he is, definitely.
That a guarantee. I just sometimes think, a couple guys just need to punch each other. And that's what they should have let happen. And they should have done it on camera. That would have been fun last night to watch. A couple of guys. I mean, how?
Oh, he's batting 180.
Oh, excuse us. Sorry, Chris. Don't want him coming after us now.
On base percentage of 260. Oh, my God.
A very special meeting took place today. Henry Frasca is his name. He is 9 years old. When Chris Davis was having the worst slump any baseball player has ever had, he came to the ballpark when Chris was playing here at Fenway, and he wrote a letter to Chris. And that letter is the subject of what Henry talked about today at the ballpark.
I'm Henry Frasca from Massachusetts. I'm a big Red Sox fan. I'm here because I wrote a letter to Chris Davis during his 0 for 56 slump.
Yep.
I think it's 0 for 56. That was the longest in MLB history, and one day I decided to write a note.
Why did you write the letter? What prompted you to do that?
When someone's starting, I didn't like it, so I decided to try to help him out.
I would love it if you would read the letter that you wrote to Chris Davis, okay? Take your time.
Dear Mr. Davis, I'm Henry Frasca, a 9-year-old kid and diehard Red Sox fan.
I don't like your jerk-off name. I don't like your jerk-off face. I don't like your jerk-off behavior. And I don't like you, jerk-off.
I just got a copy of this today, Henry, and I just want you to know how impressed I was when I read this particular sentence.
You lose. Good day, sir.
Do you know what a wonderful thing that is to say?
You couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Where's your killer instinct, son? You gotta get angry. You gotta get mean. That's the only way you can play.
Well, I guess I'm not really an angry person.
Are you angry now?
What is crack-a-lackin', everyone? It is JT, the OCG, coming you from the place to be, the nursing home. Now here with OOTP. So out of the park baseball, what we're doing here, I just wanted to do this. This is just off the cuff where I was like, well, I want to do a Baltimore Orioles kind of rebuild, but I want to do a realistic rebuild. And what does that entail? Well, that means I can't get rid of Chris Davis. And I cannot get rid of Alex Cobb. No team is going to take their contract. I don't care if you do 5 nobodies in the minors, like a bunch of D-rated relievers. No club is going to take Chris Davis's contract. And you can't just cut Chris Davis. For Chris Davis, that's what I'm playing with. I'm saying that he's not going to be on the Vyvanse, and I've at MLB on Twitter a couple of times to just put Adderall on the exemption list for people with a diagnosed ADHD with attention issues as the exception, because for an athlete, yes, Adderall is working good. Vyvanse, it probably isn't. You know, if that's killing his appetite like it's supposed to, Vyvanse, then he's not eating. He's not getting enough calories in order to maintain his muscle mass. So I haven't upped Chris Davis a lot, okay? I upped him just a little bit. So he's still going to stink, okay? But he's a starter, and he's stinking. I gave him I didn't make him as slow because he never was slow. I didn't make him as slow as he was in the game, and he's against right-handers. If I go, we'll look at the batting order in a second, but he is starting. He's hitting 5th, and he's starting against right-handers. He is not starting against left-handers, so he still stinks. But it's like right now they're going, well, right now he's doing better against right-handers, and I'm only the GM here, so Brandon Hyde is the guy that is doing the lineups for us. So it's up to his discretion. But I upped Chris Davis because Chris Davis was an above average when he was at his peak, and he's not that far off. He's still a decent fielder. So I gave him a little bit better on the first base. So I think Renato Nunez was the first baseman, so they just switched. So Chris Davis is playing first, and Nunez is playing DH. Okay, so that's that. And so Davis might hit like 20-something home runs. He might hit 222. That's maybe what we're doing. But it's still a huge horrible return on investment for what he's making. And here's our staff. Mike Alias is the assistant GM. He's actually the real GM at Baltimore. Brandon Hyde, who is probably not going to stay here long. He's a sabermetric style manager, which is the norm these days. Managers in baseball really don't do much. They really don't. It's like, can you handle the personalities in the clubhouse, and can you just give the proper responses on a press conference? But other than that, you're going to take advice from our 5-man sabermetric staff that's going to look up all these advanced statistics and tell you who to play, what batting order to put them in. Really, it's like they've neutered off managers for the most part, a lot of teams. So us being Baltimore with a demanding economizer, Peter Angelos, who's 90 years old and should will probably die in. This is what out of the park baseball does. It doesn't let them. I love to see a owner live to be like Gene Autry. I think Gene Autry lived to be like 94, 96, but it never does. I mean, it usually when they hit 70, the game tries to kill them off. Anyways, because we have an economizer, Peter Angelos, and what we have to deal with here. What I want to do is I want to do like a Moneyball type approach, but out of on base percentage and walks. A walk is as good as a hit. No, it's not. It's a walk is good. It's good to have on base percentage, but Freddie Freeman is not like the greatest on base percentage. I think it's like 80% of every ball thrown in the strike zone, Freddie Freeman hits or swings at, I should say. So Freddie Freeman will take a hit over a walk any day. And who's the better player, Carlos Santana or Freddie Freeman, right? So there's so many different outcomes when you put the ball in play than there is a walk. A walk, you go to first base. When you hit the ball, there could be an error. There could be a misplay that a single turns into a double. There could be a throwing error, a fielding error, a throwing error, a misplay where it goes beyond, it gets misplayed off the wall or something. There's, what else? Well, that's about it. Fielding error, yeah, you got fielding error, that kind of thing. Okay, I can't think of one right now. Anyways, so what I want to do here with Baltimore, even though we're not like Kansas City and on that lower totem, what I want to do with them in this play is I want to get like the old school Royals, like Willie Wilson and Frank White. I want a number 2 hitter that walks as much as he strikes out, and I want both of those to be like 50, which is probably going to be very hard to find. High contact guy, medium discipline. And I want to have go the extra bases. Not exactly stealing, but I do want to have speedy guys that can take the extra base. So that's what we're doing here. Freddie Gonzalez. Well, Freddie Gonzalez is was an okay manager, but for a bench coach, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, everywhere he's left has done better without him. Doug Brocal, who knows? We're going to have to see. Don Long, the same. 65 years old, focused neutral. I'd rather have a hitting coach that is going to be focused on contact. I'd rather have a pitching coach. Well, it doesn't matter really with the pitching coach. Maybe finesse pitching. Maybe we want to do some control pitchers. Not give up a lot of walks. Or ground ball pitchers where I want to build up the defense too. So I want a speedy, good defensive team. I don't care about home runs. If my home run hitter leader has 30 home runs, I'll be happy. If I have a 30 home run and 2 25 home run guys, and everybody else hits like 5 to 6, I'm perfectly fine with that. We'll hit some doubles. Okay, so that's there. You can see, of course, our futility. 2017, not bad, 75-87. Then 2018, injury strike, 47 and 115. 2009, and I think 2018 they also got players like veterans. I don't know why, but they got veterans instead of prospects because I don't know. I think because they got a pitcher that they shouldn't have gotten. And then there was a couple of contracts, but then Jonathan Scope, as you saw in the beginning, Jonathan Scope got injured. Trumbo got injured. So those things didn't help. Our chemistry's okay now, but that'll plummet as soon as we lose. Our minor league system, we got Norfolk Tides, we got the Bowie Bo Sox, Fredericks Keys, Delmarva Shorebirds, the Aberdeen Ironbirds, which I think, are they owned? I think these guys are owned by, or is it the, oh no, Delmarva? Maybe the Delmarva is owned by Cal Ripken. Then we have the Gulf Coast League, which is the rookie league. And then we have the Dominican League, which I'll give it a year, but I think I want to get rid of that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Setting lineups and depth charts, setting the pitching staff. That's going to be the manager. I will be doing active roster moves, transactions, of course, react to trades, drafting players. The budgets, the scouting, development, and ticket price will be the assistant GM. The sign international amateurs, well, I'll give that to the assistant GM. I will be signing and firing all personnel. I will be doing minor league free agent signings and releases. And I will be doing the promotions and the strategy for the minor leagues. And the minor league managers will be doing the depth charts, because I want to make sure that our prospects are coming along. And really, if I can see, I want to be able to see if somebody is struggling. Okay, so let's look at the Baltimore Orioles. So what we have here, we'll look at the front office. We got our budget information. We got the extension information. So our current budget, $95 million. We have $1,339,000. We have $14 million budget for extension. We probably won't be using that because I don't see anybody that I really want to extend. Here are highest paid players. Of course, Chris Davis, $23 million. Cobb, $14 million. And Cobb, when Cobb is good, he's good. But unfortunately, he's injured all the time, and I think that's what's going to happen. His arm is gone. Then we have Trey Mancini. Trey Mancini, as you can see, surgery for a malignant tumor. The poor man has cancer. I hope he recovers quickly. I hope he has a very John Lester type recovery where he comes back and he kicks some butt. And then we have Michael Givens, which, why do I need a closer? Don't really need a closer when you're bottom of the pile. Hanser Alberto, I don't know if his contract is up. I might. That's what I'll say. I might. Other than that, I mean, Michael Bowman, 563. He's at Bowie. Sean Armstrong's in Baltimore. Cole Stewart, I think, is in Norwich. Richard Bleer. Oh, he's on the staff. And Miguel Castro, I know, is on the staff. So our popular players are Wade LeBlanc, the old veteran, 35 years old. He is going to be a starter, and he pitches very slow, but he has great control, and I don't think he's going to give up a lot of home runs. So he might be the surprise this year. Other popular players, Dwight Smith Jr., he might rise, but we'll have to see. I mean, I really don't know what to tell you on that one. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, our history. Ugh. I mean, look at this. We had a nice history here with Buck Showalter in charge. But let's look our upcoming free agents. See if I'm actually right on this one. Ryan Ripken. I think that's actually Cal Ripken's son. Might be. Dilson Herrera. Age 26. He's with Norwich. That name sounds familiar, but I don't know. I think maybe he did play and he sucked. Mason Williams, I know he's an old Yankee. Yep, Trenton. New York Yankees. Still hanging in there at the age of 28. Good going, Mason. He'll be, if we have an injury to the outfield, Mason Williams will be the first up. So he might get a something where wait, Mason Williams. Oh, very easy. He might get something where he proves himself. And if he's not expensive, I might extend him for a couple of years. Brandon Klein, he will be first for relief pitcher. if we needed to come up to Norwich, and Cole Stewart will be the first one to come up from AAA. Other than that, I don't really see anybody. The extremely hard, they're gone anyways. Taylor Crash Davis from Bull Durham. That's awesome. Ty Black. Boy. Oh my God. Holy crap. Look at those ERAs. My God, 11-14, and then he went to AAA and he 16.88. Wow. Okay. And again, like, we got our personnel here. We got Gary Kendall in AAA, Buck Britton AA, Kyle Moore, Dave Anderson. I don't know anybody here. Alan Mills, I do. Alan Mills used to be an old pitcher for the Orioles. So there's one name I recognize. Other than that, what's next? What's next? Oh, strategy. Ask him to set up the strategy. And, oh, really? He wants to steal bases frequently. That's not very sabermetric of you. Aggressive base running. Hit and run. Pitch around, no. Infield shifts, okay. Pinch hit for pitchers frequently. Well, yeah. And he's got like midway. Based on likely follower. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's new. So, what we have here in our pitching staff, John Means, who I don't know, but apparently he had the best season for all pitchers in Baltimore last year. We got Alex Cobb, too, which is still a surprise, which shows you our pitching staff really stinks. Tommy Malone is third. Wade LeBlanc is fourth. Like I said, he could probably be our surprise of the year. He's cheap. He's 35. Let's see if he can end his career with a bang. Asher Wojciechowski. And it also says FO, which means he's a follower. So, like if we use an opener, he'll follow right after him. So if we use an opener for two innings, so that would be Miguel Castro. And Wojciechowski will probably come in and follow him. So that's okay. Hunter Harvey is our main middle reliever. Last year, 1.42. He was injured, but he did okay. Didn't do so good back in Bowie. Ugh, all right. Paul Fry. We got two lefties as our setup, man. So we got Tanner Scott. These guys are not. Yeah, these guys are not giving me any confidence. And then Givens is So, probably one of the worst closers. I think, oh wait, hold on. I think we have team home screen. Let's look at, no, that's not our rankings. Team position rankings. So, our catcher is 16th. Okay, so this is all of Major League Baseball. Okay, so middle of the pack. Trey Mancini, first base, is middle of the pack. Hanser Alberto, 19th. Just outside the pack, so okay. Rio Ruiz, almost last. Iglesias, middle of the pack, sort of. But I don't think he's good enough defensively for shortstop. He's not, well, 65. He's not bad. 70, 70, 65, 65. Wants to be known as a good teammate. He's 30 years old. He avoids K75, 30 discipline, 60 if he had 70 contact, yeah, I'd keep him. He'd be great. Hits 288, 11 home runs. Last year was an abnormality because of that juiced ball situation. 19 walks, 47 strikeouts, and 432 at-bats. I like that. The 70 last year, no, I don't like that. 504 at-bats. But the 430, plate appearance, 464, 47 strikeouts and 464 plate appearances. Yes, I do like that. So if he's good like Detroit and hits just a little bit better, I'm good with that. I'm good. And keep him 10 steals or less. Yeah. All right, so he might be good. And then our outfield. Dwight Smith, 28th. And he is our number 3 hitter, by the way. Austin Hayes, yeah. Oh, my God. John Means is the 30th starting pitcher. Santander. Oh, my God. And Santander is a Rule 5 draft pick. We're doomed. We're doomed. Other than that, what do we have? We have rosters and transactions. Our 40-man is filled out. What do we got here? Nope. Put that there. And I like to have the injured list down here. Well, we'll have Trey Mancini come out because he's 6 months. They did have him only out 3 to 4 weeks, but no, that's not kosher. And Norwich Tides. Let's look at the pitching all on our 3 highest. So we got Zimmerman, Black, and Rogers here. Cole Sulser is closer here. Danny Barnes, Valdez, Dylan Tate, old Ranger, who was supposed to be some highly touted prospect. First round, 4th pick, and he has not lived up to that at all. At all. But, I mean, in 2016, he played for the White Sox, and they did not keep him. Okay. Weird. But, yeah, he did not impress last year. Cody Carroll, Cole Stewart, who is emergency, and Bowie, Bauman, Eshelman. Brandon Klein, but I don't know anybody else here. Oh, Keegan Akin, I think he's one of our good, 2.5-star prospect. And then lastly, the Fredericks Keys, which is our advanced A. I don't know. I don't really know. They're all on a pitch count here. Are they on a pitch count? Norfolk? Nope. How about Bowie? Zach Louthair is age 23. Okay. So it looks like they put you on a pitch count if you're really young and you're a decent prospect. Like Gary Fenter is 24, 2-star prospect. You don't care. Let him pitch his arm out. So, Tim Naughton, Brian Gutton. Yeah, I don't know any of those guys. Our lineups here, Fredericks Keys. Don't really have anybody here. I mean, Alexis Torres, 1.5 stars, is the number 3 hitter. Number 4, Brett Cumberland, 2-star catcher. 2-star third baseman, Patrick Dorian. So nobody on that side. Bowie, we have Adley Rushman, who is a 5-star catching prospect, so that's good. Of course that's good. Captain Obvious here. But that's our best prospect. I think Wilkerson's... No. How about Ryan Brandon? 2.5 stars. Richard Urena, 2.5 stars. No. So, Rushman is on board there. See how he does. How did he do last year? In Delvira, 154 with 2 home runs. We may be promoting him way too soon. Norfolk Tides. Austin Wins. Mason Williams is our number 3 hitter here. Pat Velikia, 2 stars. Ryan Mountcastle, first baseman, 2.5 stars. Austin Wins, 2 stars. Yes. Okay, so that's what we got. We are in spring training, and what we're going to do first is we're going to go to free agents. and see if we can try to find somebody. They gotta be very easy to sign. Oh, Brandon Phillips. I like Brandon Phillips, but he is not going to sign with us. Oh, Russell Martin. He should be. Daniel Nava, 37 years old. He's still hanging in there. He batted 300 for the Phillies in 2017. Who's this very easy? Chris Calabio. We don't need a first baseman. Adam Lind, Craig Gentry. Wow. Hanley Ramirez. Jose Reyes. I hope he retires. Denard Span. Miguel. Crispy Young. Melky Cabrera. $17 million, huh? Wait a minute. Wait. All batters. All players, guys. All players. Oju Kwan. Oh, by the way, yeah, that's what I have. I have the Nippon, which is the Japanese league. The Korean Baseball Organization. I have the Mexican League. I have the Taiwan. It's the Chinese Professional League, but that's Taiwan. And then Serie Nacional de Baseball is Cuba. Australian Baseball League, and then all the independent leagues. I'm not a big fan, but when you do the independent leagues, they all it's just easier to have them all come at one time. Like the Baseball Challenge League and Shikoku Island, they're both Japanese independent leagues, I believe. But everyone else, Atlantic League, the American Association, which used to be with the International League and Pacific Coast League, before it folded and they grabbed their team. American Association used to be AAA, but now they're independent. And the only team I really know out of that one is this St. Paul Saints. Frontier League is a big... Well, the Atlantic League and the American Association are the big ones, I believe. Not sure, the Frontier League. Yeah, all these other ones. Empire Professional Baseball League. Hey, that's up where I live. Saranac Lake and beautiful country. Tupper Lake, which I didn't even know that we had an independent baseball league. United Short, that's a really weird one. It's like Papa John's, or no, does Papa John's? Somebody sponsors it, and they all play in the same stadium, and it's all like in this Detroit metro section. So it's, yeah. And then the Pecos League is another one that's just kind of like this. Like these three leagues right here are just... I don't think you're going to get anybody. If some guy does good, maybe he can get to the American Association and the Atlantic League. I don't think. But at the Atlantic League, the American Association, and the Frontier League is probably guys that we're going to find that will come out, and they might be decent, you know, and you might pick them up, put them in your AAA. So, Adrian Gonzalez is still not retired. That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, none of these guys are going to sign for us, though. Adrian Gonzalez, that's awesome. Zach Duke, who's the... Oh, that's Calabio. Uriek Marquez, I don't know who that is. Oh, Mexican League player. Dustin Richardson. He's out 3 months. Now, all these guys are actually really too hard for us to get. Come on, give me somebody. Clay Buchholz? What? 16? Oh. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Derek Barton. Oh, walking machine right there. He's Moneyball. Joe Torre. What? Okay. Tomoshio Otano. Bud Norris, a former Oriole. Last played in 2018. Josh Fields, Blake Gallion. Carlos Gonzalez, Cargo. All right. Chad Huffman. Craig Maddox, not Greg Maddox. If it was Greg Maddox, I'd take him in a heartbeat. Alex Presley. See, we do need Andrew Romine. I thought he was a great defensive guy. Nope, not anymore. Please say you didn't go all the way to the top. Where did Andrew Romine go? All right. Mark Trumbo. Extremely hard. Okay. All right, actually, what am I doing? Signability. Very easy. Hunter Atkins. I don't think he's any better than what we have. He did not have a very good AA season. Tanner Allison. You know what? I will... Actually, let's see what he's got. Scouting accuracy low. Boy. All right. Then I guess no. I guess we'll head into spring training with the players that we have. Yep, that's what we'll do. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to play... we'll play a week here. See how it goes. We do have opening day. We do have our top prospects here. Adley Rushman. We got Grayson Rodriguez, who is in Delmarva. DL Hall. And Frederick. And Austin Hayes, who is with us here in the Big League Club. And reports and info. Preseason predictions. You know what? 70 and 92. That's definitely a step up. Detroit Tigers 65 and 97. God, I hope Miggy does okay. I'm rooting for Miggy. Of course, I'm rooting for Chris Davis to not absolutely stink, but he probably will. Tampa Bay. That's odd. Okay, so Tampa Bay, Boston with their new manager. Who's their new manager? Ron Renicky, who is just a subpar manager. He's not a good manager. These guys keep on getting jobs, but whatever. Billy McMillan. Why didn't he get the manager job? Boston's still racist, man. You know, they're really... black ball players always said, you know, I hate going in there. So, let me see. So we got there. And there goes my brain again. I'm sorry. Jackie Bradley Jr. Oh, yeah, you know why? Because that's why. That's right. Kevin Pillar instead of Mookie Betts and right. Mitch Morland at first base. Well, they got Devers, Bogarts, Ben Nintendi. Although, why? J.D. Martinez. Is this what they're doing now? They're the big power hitters batting second? Okay. Oh, Chris Sale's out 12 to 13 months. Pedroia is probably going to retire. How's he doing? 36. Yeah, he's probably gone. Alex Verdugo. Oh, well, if he can live up to the hype, then that might be a good thing. Jeter Downs. And if you guys want me to show you any team in particular, let me know. I would definitely look through here for your top prospects. But what I wanted to do was just do the report and info and... Oh, wait, sorry. Preseason predictions. Okay, so Lindor is going to... Whoa! Lindor of Cleveland is supposed to hit 347 with 20 stolen bases, 40 homers, and 135 RBI. And by the way, RBI is how you say it, not RBIs. because it's runs batted in. So it's not runs batted ins. So it's already plural in the RBI. Not that I'm a stickler and saying, how dare you. I'm just saying, if you didn't know, that's what it is. It's RBI. 135 RBI. Let me see. So Trout, 44 homers, 294. Okay. 39 homers. Altuve's only hitting 13. 351, though. Michael Brantley, 345. Oh, back to his Cleveland days. Joey Gallo, 52 home runs, and he's going to hit 236. Ooh, keep that in mind. If he does, if Joey Gallo hit 275, holy jeez, man, he would hit over 50 homers. Choi! I love Choi. 334 he's supposed to hit with 22 homers. Woo! Ohtani is supposed to be the number 1 pitcher. We'll see. Garrett Cole is a big step down from Houston. Cranky. Gonzalez. I don't know this guy. Marco Gonzalez. Okay. I do remember him. He was big. Lucas. He was big in the Nationals, I think. Maybe? Hold on. Yep. First round, 16th pick. And Charlie Morton. So, now the Washington Nationals, they got their first World Series, and that's it. The Braves are still the Braves. So they're gonna come out. Wait. Forgot that. Tampa Bay. So Cleveland is gonna win the Central. I don't think so. I think the Twins. And I'm really rooting for the White Sox. I want the White Sox to get in there and try to make a run at it too. Houston Astros, Angels. Of course, everybody's rooting for Trout. They want Trout to get a World Series. I'm no different. So maybe Rendon will help Mike Trout out here. Who else did they got? Joe Adell. Where's he? The Bees? So he's in AAA. So he might get called up. Brandon Marsh. Pujols all the way down. Oh, Pujols. Oof. Ohtani DH. Simmons. If they trade Simmons, I want him. Look at that. Look at that. I will take him in a heartbeat. I will take Simmons. All right, Goodwin. Very odd right fielder. You have nobody else better than Brian Goodwin for right field? And Upton, who strikes out a ton, doesn't walk, hits 30 home runs. All right, whatever. Ohtani, Haney, Dylan Bundy, who was horrible with Baltimore, so he's going to be horrible with these guys. Wow. Yeah, they still don't have anybody to pitch over there. So they got Rendon, and they're like, well, maybe we could just beat the crap out of them. But they forget they got Goodwin and David Fletcher and Albert Pujols here. Okay. So, whatever. Lance McCullers. So the Braves, Nationals, Mets, and this really hurts my soul. I am a Philadelphia Phillies fan. And 80 and 82, probably. So the Phillies, Gene Segura, Reese Bruce, Ramoto, Roman Quinn. If Roman Quinn can stay healthy. Nick Pivetta. Oh, please stop trying to make him a starting pitcher. Put him in the bullpen. Well, Andrew McCutchen. Hopefully when Andrew McCutchen comes back, it'll all be gravy, baby. All right. And St. Louis, Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Nice. Okay. Pittsburgh, 82 and 80. That's good. That's good. Milwaukee. They had their couple of years reign, and you guys are crapping on them already. All right. Dodgers, of course. I'm surprised it's only 93 wins. The Rockies in second place. Okay, surprise. I thought the Padres would be rising up. San Francisco's gotten better. 81 and 81. I really like Yastrzemski, grandson of Carl Yastrzemski, one of only 4 or 5 left fielders. So that's pretty cool. And the Diamondbacks last with Baumgartner, huh? So Votto, really? Votto, 346 with 31 home runs? Are you kidding me? I don't know about this. Murphy for Colorado, 358 with 24. Turner, 46 stolen bases. Ooh. Albies, 28 stolen bases. McNeil, the Mets, 350. All right. And there's Yastrzemski, 24 homers, 331. And Castellanos, 311, with 32 homers. All right. I could see that. And then we got Gossman, a former Oriole. Bueller, taking over for the best pitcher in LA. Ooh, Kershaw, 435, huh? Soroka, 408. DeGrom. For the Mets, 483. Ooh, DeGrom's going to take a downhill slope, and Flaherty is going to be like the #1 pitcher. Okay, we'll see if these come to fruition. Don't think so, but we'll see. Like I said, just let me know down below if you want to see like a certain player or you want to see a certain team, their prospects and everything. And other than that, thank you for joining me. Get off my interlawn.